Good morning, everybody. What an amazing day here in Southern Alberta. I'm currently heading out to a local park where I'm going to do some pictures. It's been stupid hot here in Southern Alberta, and I'm not sure what I'm going to find for, things to photograph. It's to that point where it's been so hot, mid 30 Celsius, that a lot of the animals and stuff aren't active. The migration hasn't really started because it is so hot, and so I'm really not sure what I'm going to see today. I'm currently with me, I've got my 5D Mark IV with the 150 to 600 lens, and I'm also carrying a 24 to 70 lens just in case. It's one of these situations where if you don't carry it, you'll want it. I can leave it in the van, and I'll probably do that. So it's not like I need to carry it. I have a case in the van where I can leave it. I'm heading to a small park, a local park. It's a wilderness park. It's not that busy. There's a nice trail that goes through it. It's bordered on two sides by a river. So there's a lot of animals and stuff that are in there when, they are out and about. But like I say, I'm just not sure what I'm going to see today. I'm in the White Turtle, which is my van, nicknamed the White Turtle. I'm also, as you can see here, I'm using a new camera, a DJI Pocket 3 that I really like because it comes with the clip-on mic, and it's a lot easier for me to do mobile stuff. So I'm trying to do some more mobile stuff where I'm actually out and about talking to you, taking pictures, and showing you what I do. As far as the day, right now we have some scattered clouds. It's supposed to get a little bit windier today, so we'll see what happens. And we'll just go with the day and see how it goes. So we've arrived at my destination here, and it's called Alexander Wilderness Park. And like so much stuff around Southern Alberta, it's in the coulees. And if you don't know what the coulees are, it's the river valleys that have been carved out into the prairies, and it creates these hills, and it's quite interesting to get down into them. And this one is very unmaintained. It is a public road, but it is, shall we say, a little on the bumpy side and a little on the twisty side. The nice thing about the coulees is there's a lot of flora and fauna down here. The deer love this area. I saw a badger in this area just a week ago. And you'll find coyotes down here, lots of birds, and some really cool plants to photograph, such as cactus. The last two and a half days we had a ton of rain. More rain than we usually get in a month we had in a couple days. Well, we've arrived. It's absolutely amazing down here. There is no wind whatsoever right now, so we're not going to waste much time. I'm going to get out there and take some pictures. I'm looking around to see what animals I can see. I'm going to take the 150 to 600, and we're going to get out there and see what we can photograph. I think I will take my backpack with me today. This is what the coulees look like in Lethbridge. Well, just about anywhere in Southern Alberta. They're cut out of the prairies, like I've said before. They are quite an interesting spot. On a hot day, they are insanely hot down here, and I mean insanely hot. when it's windy up on the prairie, which it is a lot of the time in Southern Alberta, the winds get down here, but not quite as bad. And in around the coulees, a lot of animals take shelter. You can get deer, you can get coyotes, you can get all different animals, especially birds that like to shelter down here. And it's almost its own ecosystem into itself, because you can be up on the prairie and you don't see any of the animals or any of this area. And then as soon as you get to the edge and you look down, it's just an amazing area. You can imagine how the Grand Canyon was carved with just seeing this and how this has been carved out. It's dry. There's a lot of cactus, a lot of dry type of plants that are down here. And it's where the word Badlands comes from in Southern Alberta. It's just these aren't quite as bad. These get a little bit more rain than what the Badlands get. But it's the same idea. The water's washed out the prairies, and it's exposed all these hills, and sometimes it exposes some rocks down here. So I made it down here. I've gotten the 150 to 600 out. I've already seen a bunch of wildlife, but nothing that I could get pictures of just because I didn't have the lens and camera ready to go. And now that I'm down here into the area, I'm going to go and start taking some pictures. Like any time when you're taking pictures, usually when you get your camera out and ready to go, that's when all the animals will go the other direction. It's almost like they can sense that there's a photographer in the area. It's time to run. I don't know if you can see the deer up ahead, but there's a mother and a little fawn that just ran across the pathway. We'll try to get up here a little bit further and get some pictures of them. I just got a picture of the deer, and I just noticed these leaves turning color over here. Not that I really appreciate winter coming, but I do love this picture. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to underexpose just a little bit just to bring out the colors a bit more on it. Ooh, I really like that. Just behind the camera, there's some waxwings. In fact, they're all around the camera. See if we can get some pictures of them. They're not really cooperating this morning. They can sense the weather's changing. They're feeding like crazy. No luck with the waxwings, are just too flighty, but there is a friendly chickadee that's been following me. The Old Man River runs on two sides of the park. It actually loops around here. And it's home to a lot of birds in the summertime. Even in the wintertime, there's a lot of birds here. There's a lot of geese that hang out here, some golden eyes and stuff all year long. And today I've been spotting these gulls that have been flying around. So I'm shooting in my custom 1 mode, which is manual shutter speed, manual aperture, and it's got auto ISO. And I use my exposure compensation to correct up or down from where the camera thinks I should be. I find it's a lot easier to shoot in this mode when things are changing really fast. And right now I have some gulls just across the river here that are feeding on something. I don't know if it's aphids or if it's some bugs. As I was photographing the gulls, I couldn't help but notice these flowers on the ground. As I said, it's middle of September, so having stuffed flowers, well, it's not as common as it was during the summertime. And these flowers just stood out to me, especially the one there that's just opening. Like what happens so many times, the things that you think you're going to get pictures of just don't turn out. There are so many waxwings down here. I'm trying to get a picture, but they just are so flighty. I may have gotten 1 good picture, but I highly doubt that. But like I always say, just getting out in nature is well worth it. If I get pictures, that's an added benefit. When you're taking pictures, you have to look for the small things as well as the big things. And as I was walking along on a clump of grass, I saw this ladybug hanging out. I thought it made the perfect picture, showing what fall really looks like in the river valley. And then just after I was done that, something caught my attention above me, and it was an osprey. And I waited for him to circle around so that he was in some blue patch of the sky. And I took his picture as he was trying to find lunch in the Old Man River. I hope you enjoyed this little jaunt down to the Lethbridge River Valley with me. It was a good learning experience, learning how to use this DJI Pocket 3. And until next time, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.